Definitely, and still a long way between now and then, but it's nice to at least have some hope, right? And I think,
Yeah.
if y'all don't know, Tatum is a diehard Tar Heels fan, North Carolina fan, and I think you guys are always obviously competitive, and having made it to the national championship, but just falling a little bit short last year, you have to be at least feeling pretty optimistic for this season too.
Yeah. And when they released their hype video right before the season, they kind of broke down what they felt like happened at the end of the game to cause the loss at the
Hmm.
championship game, and they boiled it down to one box out. And I thought it was really interesting because I went back and watched the second half of the game, and because they were ahead 15 points at halftime. And sure enough, like
Yeah.
every little thing was kind of backed up until that one incident where they didn't box out. Kansas got the rebound, made the shot, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be heartbreaking to watch, like you said, especially after such a big first half lead. But that's how it goes, right? So,
Yeah, and honestly, that that loss in the national championship game was it did not hurt nearly as bad because of the game before that, ousting Duke and Coach K in his final collegiate matchup, which
yep.
that's the biggest win ever for UNC basketball against Duke, number one, and maybe in almost aside from the national championships, easily the biggest wins against Duke were these last two.
Yeah, and being huge underdogs too, right? Y'all were not supposed to beat Duke, I don't think, in either game. So,
No,
but
they
rivalry
do.
games are always like that.
Yeah, they Duke won the first one last season, and then UNC won the second one at Duke, and then they met up in the national championship game, which was already unlikely. Like you look at the bracket and you're like, oh yeah, like they're going to meet up in the final four. Well, here we are. Everybody have a heart attack today.
Right? Yeah, that's what I love about sports and love, just watching the whole thing. So, just helps when your team is competitive as well.
Yeah. And for when we do, if and when we do get back to the sports talk, I'll have some information for you soccer and football fans. And I don't mean American football, but I'm brushing up on the soccer for you folks, Owen, and any
Well,
others.
I don't know if Owen cares at all about any sports.